9, English Grammar, Chapter number 4, Subject Verb Concord. We can also call it Subject Verb Agreement. There are basically 21 rules of Subject Verb Concord. Now let's have a look one by one. The first rule of Subject Verb Concord is number. The basic principle of subject verb agreement is that singular subject needs singular verbs, plural subjects need plural verb. So the first rule of subject verb concord is that the singular subject take the singular verb and the plural subject takes the plural verb. Singular subject takes the singular verb. Singular verb is nothing but the verb s or es is called singular verb, and the verb first form is called the plural form of the verb. Now let's have a look of the examples. Singular, the girl is playing. The girl is the subject, that's why we need to take here is playing. If we take are playing at the time, it is grammatically wrong because the girl is the singular subject. Singular subject take the singular verb and the plural subject take the plural verb. So the correct sentence is the girl is playing. Now it's plural. The girls are playing. The girls is a plural subject. That's why we need to take here the plural form of the verb. What is the plural form of is? It are is the plural form of is. The girls are playing. Second example, singular. The boy has gone to school. The boy is the singular subject, so we need to take here singular verb. So have is the verb first form, so here we need to take verb s or es. So has, the boy has gone to school. Plural, the boys have gone to school. He likes sweet, and it's plural, they like sweet. So here it is clear that the singular subject takes the singular form of the verb and the plural subject takes the plural form of the verb. Now let's continue with the second rule, subject verb concord. It is of person. The rules regarding the person are as follows. The first singular or plural takes a singular verb. So the first person. What is the first person? Here first person is that the person who is speaking is called the first person. First person might be singular or it might be plural. So the first person or the second first person singular or the plural takes the singular verb. I like this scenery. I is the first person singular pronoun, so here we need to take the plural form of the verb. And we like this scenery. We is the plural form, plural subject, so we need to take here plural form of the verb. So here it is clear that whether the first person is singular or whether the first person is plural, at that time we need to take the plural form of the verb. The second person singular or plural takes a singular verb. So the second person, whether the second person is singular or plural, it takes a singular verb. It takes a plural verb. The second person means the person who is speaking to, means the listener, whether it is singular or it is plural. At that time also we need to take the plural form of the verb. Example, you like this scenery. You is the singular as well as we can call it plural. At that time we need to take the plural form of the verb. The third person singular takes a singular verb. The third person means he and she. The third person singular takes a singular form of the verb. He likes this scenery. So here he is the third person and it is the singular at the time. If the third person is singular, at the time we need to take the verb s or es or the singular form of the verb. He likes this scenery. The third person plural takes a plural verb. If the third person is plural, at the time we need to take the plural form of the verb. Plural form of the verb is nothing but the verb first form is called the plural form of the verb. They like this scenery. Let's move towards the rule number third. Uncountable noun. When we use an uncountable noun as the subject of a verb, we use a singular form of the verb. When the subject of a sentence is uncountable noun, at the time we use the singular form of the verb. Honesty. Can we count honesty? One honesty, two honesty? No, not at all. So honesty is what? The uncountable noun. So with uncountable noun we use the singular form of the verb. Honesty is the best policy. We cannot say honesty are the best policy because honesty is the uncountable noun. Uncountable noun always take singular form of the verb. Next example, fear begins to haunt him. So here fear is what? Uncountable noun. Uncountable noun always take singular form of the verb. So here what is the verb? Begin. Begin is the plural form of the verb. So with uncountable noun we need to take singular form of the verb. Then what would be the correct sentence? Fear begins to haunt him. Rule number 4. Singular and plural nouns. When we use a singular noun as a subject of a verb, we use singular verb. Plural noun take a plural verb. Here it is said that singular subject take a singular verb and plural noun take the plural verb. The moon was shining in the sky. So here the moon is the noun, singular noun or the plural noun? It is the singular noun. So singular noun take the singular form of the verb, plural noun takes the plural form of the verb. The moon is the singular noun, that's why we have taken here was shining in the sky. The sun is about to set. So here the sun is the subject and it is the noun, singular noun. So we need to take here is about to set. The sun is about to set. Next example, the children were swimming. So the children is the singular noun or the plural noun? Plural. Child is the singular and the children is the plural. So the children is the plural noun. So we cannot use here the children was swimming because the children is the plural subject. It is the plural noun. We need to take the plural verb with the plural noun. The children were swimming is the correct one. The farmers were plowing. The farmers plural noun take plural verb were plowing. Rule number 5. One of plus plural noun. Whenever the sentence is one of plus plural noun, at that time what we should do? Let's see. When the subject consists of one of plus plural noun, the verb is singular. Whenever the sentence is made up of one of, at that time we need to take the singular form of the verb. One of the girls. Here the girls, definitely it is the plural, but what is the rule? With one of plus plural noun we take singular form of the verb. One of the girls was singing. If we say one of the girls were singing, it is grammatically wrong. So what is the rule? One of the girls was singing. One of the students was talking. One of the birds was chirping. Next, long subject. When a clause or a long group of words is the subject, we have to be careful to make the verb agree with the subject. Sometimes we have the long subject or a clause. At that time, we have to be very careful to make verb agree with the subject. The chairs which I bought yesterday are very costly. So here the chairs is what? The subject which I bought. So here it is a clause. The chairs which I is the clause. So here the chairs and I is the subject. So as per the last subject, the chairs is the first subject and I is the next subject. So as per the next subject, we need to take the verb. I bought yesterday are very costly. So here the chairs which I bought yesterday. So here the chairs. So here we need to take the plural form of the verb are very costly. The woman whom I met in the market was my friend's sister. So here what is the subject? The woman whom I is the subject or it is the clause. So here it depend on the woman. So here singular, we need to take the singular form of the verb was my friend's sister. Introductory there. Rule number 7, the verb has to agree with the real subject that follows the introductory there. If the subject is singular, then there will be followed by a singular verb. If the real subject is plural, then there will be followed by a plural verb. If a sentence begins with a singular subject, at the time it must be followed by a singular verb. If the sentence begins with there and if it is the subject is plural, at that time then it will be followed by a plural verb. There is no chair in the room. So here chair is the subject, singular subject, that's why we have used is. There is no chair in the room. There are no chairs in the room. So here in second example, chairs is the plural one, that's why we have used are. There are no chairs in the room. There are 50 boys in the class. 50 boys is the subject. So here we need to take the plural form of the verb. There are 50 boys in the class. There is one girl in the class. So here one girl is the subject and the subject singular subject. That's why we have used is as the singular verb. There is one girl in the class. Two or more nouns. Rule number 8, two or more nouns. When two or more noun function as subject, a plural verb is used. When two or more noun function as a subject, a plural verb is used. Whenever in sentence two or more than two noun function as a subject, at the time we take plural form of the verb. Satish and his sister have gone to see a movie. So here what is the subject? Satish and his sister is the subject. Whenever the subject is of two noun or more than two noun, at that time we take the plural form of the verb. Here Satish is the one subject and his sister is the another subject. At the time when two or more noun function as a subject, we use verb plural form. So Satish and his sister, we cannot say Satish and his sister has. We cannot, because Satish and his sister is a plural subject. So we need to take here plural form of the verb. Satish and his sister have gone to see a movie. Next example, my friend and his father are meeting us tomorrow. My friend and his father is the subject. It is true noun. It is a plural subject. So here we need to take the plural form of the verb. My friend and his father are meeting us tomorrow. We cannot say my friend and his father is, because my friend is the one subject and his father is the another subject. It is made up of two noun. The subject is made up of two noun and hence it is the plural subject. Plural subject take the plural form of the verb. My friend and his father are meeting us tomorrow. Rule number 9. Distances, weight, etc. For distances, weight, height, or amounts of money, we use a singular verb even when the subject is plural. Whenever distances are there, weight, height, amounts of money, we use singular form of verb even when the subject is plural. 10,000 rupees is not a small sum. So here 10,000 rupees is the plural subject. But with the distance, weight, height or amount of money, we take the singular form of the verb. 10,000 rupees is not a small sum. 3 kilometers is a small distance. 3 kilometers is the subject. It looks like plural. It is a plural subject, but it is a distance. So we need to take here singular form of the verb. 3 kilometers is a small distance. 500 feet above sea level is not a great height. So here what is the subject? 500 feet above sea level is the plural subject, but it is we are speaking here about the height. At that time we need to take the singular form of the verb. 500 feet above sea level is not a great height. Rule number 10. Plural names. The title of a book, the name of a house or a hotel in plural takes a singular verb. Whenever the title of book is there, the name of a house or a hotel in plural takes a singular verb. The Arabian Nights is the plural subject. It is the plural title of the book, but here we need to take the singular form of the verb. The Arabian Nights has interesting stories. If we say, if right, the Arabian Nights have interesting stories, so it is grammatically wrong. The hotel Brewers is a 5-star hotels. So here it is name of a hotel, the hotel Brewers. If we see the last letter of Brewers, S is there. So by going through the last letter, we cannot take the plural form of the verb. Here we need to take the singular form of the verb. The hotel Brewers is a 5-star hotel. Rule number 11. Plural nouns with singular meanings. Some plural nouns are there. They look plural, but their meaning is singular. Their meaning remain singular. At the time, we need to take the singular form of the verb. Nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning usually take a singular verb. Some nouns, they look plural, but with their meaning they remain singular. At the time we need to take the singular form of the verb. Mathematics is not an easy subject. So here mathematics, it sounds like plural, but by meaning it sounds as singular, so we need to take here the singular form of the verb. Mathematics is not an easy subject. If we say mathematics are not an easy subject, it is grammatical wrong. The noun sounds like plural, but with meaning it is singular, so singular subject take the singular form of the verb. Second example, economics is a dull subject. Economics is a dull subject. So here again economics, the last letter sound S. So here it looks like plural, but with meaning it is singular. So we need to say take the singular form of the verb. Economics is a dull subject. Measles is an infectious disease. The latest news is that the criminal has been arrested. So here the latest news is the subject. It sounds like plural subject, but with meaning it is singular. So we need to take the singular form of the verb. Singular nouns with plural verb. Some nouns which appear to be singular in form take a plural verb. The police have arrested 3 terrorists. Some nouns which appear to be singular in form take a plural verb. Some nouns are there, they appear, they look singular, but they take the plural form of the verb. The police have arrested 3 terrorists. So here the police appears as a singular noun. At that time we need to take the plural form of the verb. The Indian cricket team won the match. The Indian cricket team. It sounds like singular, but it takes the plural form of the verb. Rule number 13. Collective nouns like group, crowd, flock, regiment, etc. are generally followed by a singular verb. Collective nouns are always followed by a singular verb. If the collective noun is a subject of a sentence, at that time we must take the singular form of the verb. A group of boys is the collective noun. Here we need to take the singular form of the verb. A group of boys was playing in the ground. We cannot say a group of boys were. So here a group is the singular. So here we need to take the singular form of the verb. Was playing in the ground. A group of boys was playing in the ground. A crowd of people rushes into the hall. A crowd. Here a crowd of people is the collective noun. Collective noun take the singular form of the verb. So here rushes, not rush. A crowd of people rushes into the hall. A regiment of soldiers was marching towards the town. Rule number 14. Class nouns such as food, furniture, clothing, etc. take a singular verb. The nouns which represent their whole class is called the class noun. They take singular form of the verb. This furniture is very old. This furniture is very old. So here this furniture is what? The class noun. It it shows the rest of the furniture. This furniture is very old. This imported cutlery is very costly. His clothing consists of a bulletproof jacket, a blue pair of trousers, and some other items. Rule number 15. Some nouns which appear to be plural in form when preceded by a pair of take a singular verb. For example, shoes, scissors, trousers, etc. Some nouns are there. They appear to be plural. They look plural when they are preceded by a pair of. When a noun is preceded by a pair of, at the time they sound plural, but they take singular form of the verb. A pair of scissors. So here scissors sound plural. But what is the rule number 15? When a noun is preceded by a pair of, at the time we need to take the singular form of the verb. A pair of scissors was taken out of the drawer. A pair of trousers was washed by the servant. So here trousers, it sounds plural, but it is preceded by a pair of. If a noun is preceded by a pair of, at the time we take singular form of the verb. A pair of shoes was bought by him. But when these nouns are used without a pair of, which nouns? Scissors, shoes, trousers. They are used without a pair of, at the time they take a plural verb. His shoes. So here his shoes is not preceded by a pair of. So here we need to take the plural form of the verb, that is have. His shoes have worn out. My scissors do not cut well. Rule number 16. Some nouns are preceded by a lot of, a plenty of, a great deal of, etc. Some nouns are preceded by, they are followed by a lot of, a plenty of, a great deal of. These nouns take singular verb when they refer to amount of quantity, but they take a plural verb when they refer to a number. When these nouns are referred to amount or quantity, they take the singular form of the verb, but when they refer to number, they take plural form of the verb. A lot of people visit the exhibition. A lot of people visit the exhibition. So here a lot of people, it is referred for the number. It shows the number of people visit the exhibition. So here it express the number. So we need to take the plural form of the verb visit. A lot of people visit the exhibition. And here a plenty of water, a plenty, it shows the quantity. So here when the noun is preceded by a plenty of, a great deal of, a lot of, and it shows the quantity, at the time we take the singular form of the verb. A plenty of water was supplied to the villagers. Rule number 17. When a singular subject is joined by, as well as, in addition to, except, etc. with another noun or pronoun, we use singular verb. When a singular subject is joined by, as well as, in addition to, except, etc. with other noun or pronoun, we use the singular form of the verb at that time also. Sohan is the singular subject and it is joined by, as well as, his brother. It sound like Sohan as well as his brother. It sound plural, but at the time we need to take the singular form of the verb, has come. Sohan as well as his brother has come. My father in addition to our neighbor. My father is one subject, our neighbor is the another subject, but it is joined in addition to, it is joined by, in addition to. At that time we need to take the singular form of the verb. My father in addition to our neighbor has gone out for a walk. Next example, everyone except Satish was present. Everyone except Satish was present. Rule number 18. A singular verb is used with singular pronouns. Example, each, either, neither, anyone, etc. With singular pronoun, we need to take the singular form of the verb. Each of the boys was given a prize. So here each of is the singular pronoun. don't go through the boys. The boys is the plural, but here we are speaking about each boy. So here the subject is the singular subject. So singular subject take the singular form of the verb. Each of the boys was given a prize. Neither of the student was absent. So here neither of the student means no, not a single student was absent. So here we are speaking about each boy. Everybody has helped her. Has helped her means everyone. Each person has helped her. Rule number 19. When two or more subjects are connected by nor or, the verb is used according to number of the noun nearest to it. When two or more subjects are connected by nor and or, at that time the verb is used according to number of the noun nearest to it. Neither she nor her sisters. So here neither she is the one subject, her sisters is the another subject. And which subject is near to the verb? Her sisters. So here we need to take the verb according to the second subject. Her sisters is the plural subject. So we need to take the plural form of the verb. Neither she nor her sisters visit temple. So here neither she is the singular subject. Her sisters is the plural subject. When the two subjects are connected by nor or, at that time we need to take the verb according to the subject which is near to it. So here near which subject is near to the verb? Her sisters. Her sisters is the plural subject, so we need to take the plural form of the verb. Neither she nor her sisters visit the temple. Either they or he is telling a lie. So here either they is one subject, or it is connected by, or he is the another subject. Either they or he. They or he is the subject. He is the singular subject, and which subject is near to the verb? He. It is singular or the plural? Singular. Singular subject take the singular verb. So the correct one is telling a lie. Either they or he is telling a lie. Rule number 20. A collective noun such as jury, committee, family, etc. take a singular verb when it is considered one unit. When collective noun like jury, committee, family takes a singular verb. Collective noun take a singular verb when it is considered one unit. But when they are regarded as individuals, they take a plural verb. The jury is about to give its decision. The jury is about to give its decision. So the jury is used here as a single unit. The jury are divided in their opinion. If we read the starting two examples, the jury is about to give its decision. So the jury is here collective noun. So collective noun use the singular verb when it is considered one unit. So here the jury is considered as a one unit. That's why we have used is about to give its decision. But in next example, the jury here is used as a individuals. They take at the time it takes the plural form of the verb. The jury are divided in their opinion. The committee is meeting tomorrow. So the committee is the collective noun. It is used to resemble as a one unit. So that's why we use the singular form of the verb. The committee is meeting tomorrow, and here the committee have, here again the committee is the collective noun, but it is used and it is regarded as the individual. Each committee has have decided to raise the membership fee. Our family has decided to visit Shimla this summer. Here our family is as a one unit. That's why we need to take here has. Here our family is the collective noun and it is referred as one unit. So we need to take the singular form of the verb. And the family now live in London. So here the family means here each member of the family, and it is referred as the plural, as the individual. So take the plural form of the verb. The family now live in London. The last rule of the subject verb concord. 21. When some nouns are regarded as one unit, they take a singular verb. When some nouns are there, that sounds plural, but they are regarded as one unit at the time we take the singular form of the verb. Bread and butter. It sounds bread one subject and butter is the another subject, but it it is referred for the one unit. So here we need to take the singular form of the verb, that is a wholesome food. Bread and butter is a wholesome food. Brick and stone is lying scattered all over the place. Brick is the one subject and stone is the another subject. But brick and stone, they are regarded and they are referred for the one unit. So we need to take here singular form of the verb. Brick and stone is lying scattered all over the place. Time and tide waits for none. Time is the one subject and tide is the another subject. So we need to take, but it is regarded for the single unit. So we need to take the singular form of the verb. Time and tide waits for none. Singular form of the verb is nothing but the verb s or es. Plural form of the verb is nothing but the base form of the verb first form. The novelist and poet is dead. The novelist, one subject, and poet is the another subject, but it is regarded and it is referred as a one unit. So we need to take the singular form of the verb. Hope you understood the chapter subject verb agreement very well. Thank you so much for your kind listening and attention. Have a nice day.